Hi, welcome to Fast Forward College Coaching. This is Jen Sullivan. In today's video, we are going to talk about, do 504 and IEP documents transfer to college? So the short answer to that question is no. Now, with that being said, colleges and universities are not obligated or mandated by law to follow a student's 504 or IEP. However, in order to receive accommodations in college, students need to provide proof or to provide verification of a disability. And so 504s and IEP documents can be provided as one of those documents that shows proof or verification of a disability. Now, sometimes parents ask me, does it matter if my student has a 504 or an IEP in high school? Does one of these documents give my student a better or not as good of a chance of receiving accommodations in college? And the short answer to that question is no. It does not matter if your student has a 504 or an IEP. Having one is not better or less than another. If your student receives one accommodation or 10 accommodations in high school, that is not going to impact how many they will receive in college. However, I will say that one of the things that can maybe help to guide or maybe make the job a little easier of college accessibility office staff is if there are recommendations listed in the 504 or IEP. Now, college accessibility offices are not required, as we already mentioned, are not required to follow a 504 or an IEP. But sometimes, the staff in these accessibility offices do rely on some of the recommendations in the documents that they get for proof of, a disability. So whether that is a 504 or an IEP, or whether that's written in a letter from a physician, right, or a psychiatrist, if there are recommendations in whatever you or your student provide, right, as proof of a disability, those recommendations can be helpful in guiding decisions of accessibility office staff. So, again, the short answer, and it is complicated, so I just want to be sure that I, encourage you to check with your individual college or university accessibility office. Each college and university is different. The accommodations that one provides will not necessarily be the same that are provided at another school. So it's really important that after you watch this video and have a little bit more information about this, that you then go back, or your student goes back and contacts each college accessibility office that they're thinking of applying to. And policies are always changing as well. So it's important to, to ask those questions. So essentially, you and your student can take the 504 and IEP documents and submit it to colleges, as proof of a disability, but colleges are not required to follow it. And that can be really tricky. So, if you have questions about that, I do have some blog posts and articles on my website, or feel free to reach out to me. We can have a conversation. This is what I do a lot with families. I have consultations with parents and students and give presentations as well about how to navigate disability supports, because it's very different navigating supports in high school, where the supports are really done for students and they're given to students by their teachers and caseworkers and psychologists, and then in college, where the onus is on the student. And there's another video that I have, and it's about how to have a conversation with the disability support office in asking for accommodations. And I have some tips and kind of tricks about how to kind of start and how to navigate those conversations. So I hope you check out some of the other videos that I have, and also check back to our website, fastforwardcollegecoaching.com. Thanks.